Mashiane Politicallyincorrect. I'm so lucky today. I finally found her. I've been chasing her when she was with SARA. I've been looking for her all everywhere. I finally found her. Mama Makhubele le kae?
Reteng le kae?
Reteng man. This occasion, of course, ke Freedom Day. A lot of people don't believe in Freedom Day, but it's very important for the Commander General to come down, especially to Mamelodi, the home of Kalush, to come and give this. I don't know if it's an inaugural lecture, but to come and give this lecture because it's a very important time of our struggle, just so we don't forget it. And Umbogoto, who also does not want us to forget the challenges of women that we are facing now. I want you to juxtapose what I just said with the current battle of women, especially freedom, that is currently happening right now.
Laksha wataba yingiseri kaya. Namuntlha is siku ra important swinene. And although we don't believe in the way we are commemorating freedom anymore, because we have forgotten how this freedom was earned. The importance of President Zuma for Afitla Kamo to be able to take us to Kgosi Mampuru to go and see how our stalwarts, those that were so brutally and cruelly executed, it reminds us, it conscientizes us ku freedom leyi nga na yona namuntlha a yi tangi hi ku olova. Kuna lava va nga nyikela hi miri wa vona, va nyikela hi ngati ya vona. And if we don't continue to remember this freedom in this manner, going to the gallows, seeing the brutality of an apartheid regime, reminding ourselves, even the mothers, the wives, the women, the children that were left behind when over 1,500 freedom fighters were executed in the manner that they were, in a cruel manner, and how those mothers were treated even when they had to go and understand what had happened to their loved ones or be told that they were executed. For me, that did something, especially to us women, to say we haven't done enough as women to really go out there and fight for what fathers, sons, even daughters died for. We haven't done much as women to unite and push for the rights that they died for. We haven't done much as women to unite and even demand that the leadership of this country must recognize the contribution of women. They bore the worst grief, the worst sorrow, when everybody was in hiding, was in exile, people were getting killed. It was the women who stood and who kept the communities together. It was the women who made sure that the children that were left behind went to school, they were fed, etc. It was the women who made sure that even the communities were protected to a large extent from the brutalities when their men were running Eslatini, most of them. However, the nation neglects the leadership of women. They don't give them the platform at the highest level. Why to date we have not had a woman president, it baffles me. With all that women, the price that women have paid for this freedom. So for Hina today, President ku Afrika la aitisa la as members of parliament, kuta ata etsundusha ku remember why you are in parliament. You are in parliament so that you can redress this. We are not yet free. If you listen to him, he said, we are in a democracy, yet the laws that we are governed by are not talking to the aspirations and the need of the black person. We are in a democracy, yet Amakosi, they don't own land. We are in a democracy, yet our young men are just getting drunk every day. They have no jobs. There's nothing productive that we're doing. And it looks like we have lost our way because there's nothing in this democracy that addresses that builds a black person and gives him the opportunity to become what he wants to be. He was arrested in this democracy, having done nothing, having answered to nothing, and he was taken to jail with these laws that we hail so much. So this inaugural lecture was so rich that we have to go back and analyze it. And for hina, as the members of parliament, the call that lay President Banga endlaka hina, but you are lawmakers. When you're in parliament, take what I'm saying now, go and make laws, propose laws that when we come into power, we will govern by. Don't wait until we take power in 3 years' time or even in local election. Start now to propose what we even call the private members bill, local echenchate laws. Go and change the laws now. Talk about how is MK going to govern? What are we fighting for? So I have so much lashing what we are going to think about, unpack out of this lecture, and then put it in implementation plans and steps of what we're going to do as members of parliament, as members of community, even as women. What is it that we want to see for women in this nation?
You made a sacrifice, a very quick answer. You made a sacrifice. You let go of the SARA dream. A brilliant idea for me, because I wanted a time where a female presidential candidate is in reckoning in South Africa in my lifetime. And you were not the only one. I mean, I remember Anele went to be an independent candidate. But you realize the balance of forces. And superior logic said, we are better united. And you have repeated this, that as African people, our challenges are difficult to fight as scattered. And you wanted us to unite. Which political parties do you think are at the edge? Because we were thinking ATM will come to the party, and you are still alliance partners. Which political parties would you wish that they come on board? The one that come to mind is just a wish.
Look, I really wish that we've got political parties like PAC, they must come here, they belong here. We've got political parties like UAT that are in parliament, they must come here. Even political parties like where I come from, COPE, I wish they can come here. We've got a whole lot of smaller political parties, even in local municipalities that hold 1, 2, 3 seats. And with the advent of MK playing the role that, in fact, SARA, we were hoping to play that role of unifying the smaller parties. But when we see what Ubaba is doing, there's no need to recreate the wheel and undermine what our elder is trying to do. The logic says, let us support this vision, because it's all our vision to unite. And I'm hoping that they realize that it will be so difficult 2026 for even some of these small parties to come back with 1 seat or 2 seats. It's time for us to come together. If you look at what excites me, you look at the richness of the skills, the capacity, the caliber of people that MK has in parliament. We want that caliber of richness of skills, leaders from everywhere in local government, in provincial government in future. And I'm hoping that all of these leaders that in their own rights, excellent, brilliant, and they've got influence, that's why they have 1 or 2 seats somewhere, to come and join MK. And if you think about it, all the political parties at some point were ANC, then PAC, then AZAPO, they started to break COPE, and then it just became wild. But we broke because of what Ubaba was explaining. ANC slowly over time lost that thing that it made it to be ANC. And Ubaba is trying to bring it back for the African. So we hope this will be a home for all. Even Action SA, you look at what they are doing now. They have leaned more to the left, in wanting to moving away from the Democratic Alliance, although their policies have not yet evolved. But I think it's a party that must really think about where do they want to fall, because they no longer fall on the right. pushing something else that if they don't lean more to parties like MK, they will struggle as well, come 2029. So NCC, which is a colored led party in parliament by Honorable Fidel, they're doing brilliant work, and he understands the struggle of the black person, and we want them to be part of this.
Commander Morning, let me let you go. It's been a very long day. Ke a leboga.
Commander Moni, ku cancer mina swinene. Thank you.
Thank you.